My wife tells me that I have selective hearing. You want to know something? She's right. Jenna has accurately diagnosed a condition that I've had for quite some time. But I'm not alone, am I? Selective hearing is something that most men are very familiar with. It's a skill that we've honed in for years until we've become masters at hearing, but not really listening. Now, let's face it, there are some things that we're just more receptive to hearing than others. For instance, as a husband, I love to hear my wife tell me that she loves me. As a father, I love to hear the sound of my little boy's feet as they run barefooted across the floors. I love the way that he draws out my name when he sees me. In excitement, he screams out, "Daddy," or "Love you." Others may not understand everything that he's saying, but to me, it's truly music to my ears. I was receptive to the very first words of my little girl. They were "Dad, Dad," and she spoke them into a microphone in front of a crowd of 300 people on Mother's Day. What an incredible gift. You know, I think all of us, we love to hear that we're doing a good job, an attaboy or way to go. I mean, who doesn't appreciate recognition for a job well done? I mean, these are statements that are very affirming and we're all receptive to them. But just as there are some things that we're receptive to hearing, there's things that we hear that we're not as receptive to. You know, in Luke chapter 8, Jesus shares a parable. He says the kingdom of heaven is like a farmer who goes out to scatter his seed. And as he shares the parable, he finishes at the very end by saying this in a loud voice. He cries out and says, "Let he who has ears to hear, let him hear." Well, the crowd left that day with absolutely no understanding of what the parable meant. They had ears to hear, but they didn't hear. Now, later that night, the disciples come to Jesus, sensing that there's more to this story, and they say, "Jesus, what did you mean by that?" Jesus says, "The knowledge of the secrets of the kingdom of heaven have been given to you, but to others I speak in parables, so that though seeing, they may not see, and though hearing, they may not understand." Those who desire to discover the secrets of God's kingdom, they need to learn to be like the disciples and find that private place with Jesus where they can truly hear his voice and see the truth of his words. My friend, your personal devotional life, it's the single most important part of your life. I mean, a person who fails here fails everywhere. There's no amount of church attendance that's going to make up the deficit that's left from a prayerless life. My friend, we can't miss this. We're all masters of hearing, but not really listening. Some are better than others. But Jesus said the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, they're ours to fully discover. There's a place that we can find with him, a secret place where the secrets of the kingdom of heaven truly unlock. But to get there, we've got to make the decision that I don't want selective hearing. In fact, I want to tune in to the very words of Jesus. And so the best place to start, well, you know what? It's in that alone time. It's to follow the example of the disciples, to find that place where you've shut out all the noise, all the distractions, and you sit down with the Word of God and a simple prayer that begins this way. And you say, "Jesus, I want to hear your voice. Speak to me in your Word." And then as you begin to read, take time to stop and to listen. You'd be shocked at all the things that you're not hearing. This From the Secret Place was adapted from my new book, Receptivity. I invite you to pick up a copy today and unlock a lifestyle of hearing God's voice.